Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, as you see what's going on a lovely island of Fawnhallow today. I have just realised I started recording after I got myself some grapes. So maybe I just mute myself while I eat a grape every now and then. Because I kind of want to eat these grapes, to be honest. I don't know how far away I can get without making eating sounds. I know some people not really into those eating sounds. Although, now I think about it, like mukbangs are very popular, aren't they? Okay, never mind. I'll eat these grapes afterwards. Anyway, hello everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 5:28 PM on Sunday, June 2nd, 2024. What have I been up to recently? I played a lot of Rainbow Six Siege yesterday, because a friend came around and then we just played some Siege basically forever. Not forever. Sorry, I got some grape skin in my teeth. But we played some Siege. There's no more to that sentence. We just played a lot of Siege, you know. Having a great time. Well, at least I'm having a great time playing it, but, you know. Who doesn't? What else have I started watching Dimension 20's freshman year of Magical High campaign. Because, you know, I was curious about it. I've got a dropout subscription. I normally watch Game Changer, play it by ear, make some noise, that sort of thing. And I was like, okay, you know, Dimension 20 is the other big thing on there. I've seen so many clips and, like, animatics. Oh, no, okay, not so many clips, but so many, like, random references and clips and stuff from it. And I've enjoyed the bits and pieces that I've seen. So I'm just like, okay, you know, why not give it a shot? I don't know if I'm going to watch all the series of D20 on here, to be perfectly honest, but Fantasy High seems to be one which is like an ongoing one, because they've got like the current campaign is like the third year or whatever, the sophomore year, no, junior year, sorry, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. That's the years it goes in high school, right? But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say about this. What else have I been really up to? Live streamed. It was a right stream. I certainly think. I didn't do as much recording as I particularly wanted to. I certainly need to do some more. I've recorded, I think... Wait, what have I recorded for next week? I recorded one Paradise... No, wait. Okay, no, I've got all the videos for next week, but I don't have any of, No, wait, I've recorded one extra episode of Paradise Kid, apparently. I didn't realise I did that. So I guess I can record one other now as well. But also, like, I just need to record, like, a load of videos, don't I? For when I go on holiday. Which is certainly a lot, but, I mean, that's what I'll probably be doing this evening and most of next week. Now I think about it. Hold on, 8 days. I didn't think about it. That's 2. Okay, well, okay. If I get all the recording for the other games done today/tomorrow, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it tomorrow now I think about D&D. It's going to be quite a tight squeeze, I think, to get everything done, but so be it. Yeah, I don't really have much else to that sentence. I'm not going to be streaming next week because I'll be on holiday, and the only other time I could stream would maybe be next Tuesday, but I think it's unlikely that will end up happening. So I certainly wouldn't put my money on it. And plus, as I said on the stream, there's 5 Sundays this month, so, you know, 4 streams a week, 4 streams a month, still happening. Just on slightly offset days. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about, to be perfectly honest. You know what is annoying about, like, I was trying to find, I have a side account on Neopets, which is a common thing to do. Because back in the day, you used to have, like, a restricted amount of, like, Neopet slots which you could have, but now you can buy Neopet slots and expand it outwards, which is totally fine. But the thing was, like, I have a side account which I was basically using to hold some other pets, which... anyway, which went from ages ago. I don't even remember the sort of concepts behind it necessarily. But then now I was trying to, like, log into it, and I was, like, trying to transfer those pets over to my main account because I got some more pet slots, and it logged me out of that account, and I can't sign back in with a password I'm pretty sure I used to sign in the first place. So what I need to do, what I was going to do actually, because I tried to do, like, recover email. Oh, sorry. Got hiccups. Recover password, recover username, that sort of thing. And I sent it, but it didn't send me an email, despite the fact it definitely should have. because the Neopets accounts are weird. You can have like multiple accounts attached to one email. So I don't know what's happened. So I need to like write a ticket or something. I don't know if maybe it's just like the things are down. I mean, hold on. There's a Neopets Discord. I can certainly just check it, to be perfectly honest, and see exactly what's going on. But like password recovery is very tedious, I suppose, in the first place, and it's even more tedious when it doesn't work. Let's see. Discord password recovery. Is the password recovery thing not working? Yep, you need to submit a ticket to support. What? The email system is broken, so we had to manually help you. Oh, I see. And that was 29th of May. Okay, so a few days ago. You need to put a ticket in. Emails are not fixed. If you need a password reset, you'll need to open a ticket, unfortunately. See, the thing is, like, I don't know why I would need a ticket, password reset, because my password didn't change. I logged into it, onto that account, and then it, like, logged me out. And was like, and when I tried to use the same password to get back in, what I'm pretty sure was the same password, it didn't work. So I was just like, what's going on? So now there's pets, which I have on that Neopet account, and I'm sort of like stuck in this limbo for now. Until I figure out how to, well, I need to submit a ticket, I suppose, to actually get it back. To be fair, the Neopet company is a very small company, as I understand it right now. We've been trying to hire people here and there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some, like, a stretched thin resource-wise. Compared to how much, I can't imagine Neopets brings in that much money. I mean, they've introduced microtransactions, which if there's any, like, golden goose to get your product profitable, that is definitely the way. Yeah, password recovery. I don't know. Like, you might be like, how many, you know, no, obviously I don't want to give away my cybersecurity. That's like a terrible thing to do. But there's been times in the past where I've had to definitely request a password to be changed. Either I forgot it or it's not the password I thought it was and that sort of thing. Which is probably a lot harder now, maybe a lot stranger now with two-factor authentication, isn't it? Where, you have like an extra layer of security for fair reasons, like why not have an extra layer of security on your account, to ensure that your account doesn't get like stolen or whatever. I suppose the most interesting thing is like it's not really happened to me where my account's been hacked into. I don't think so. At least if it has happened to me in the past where like one of my accounts have been hacked into, then it was probably like a real old account of some random site which I don't really care about. So it's not really had much effect on me. Certainly I've never had anything important be hacked into as far as I know, you know, which is good. I wouldn't want it to be. But the only thing which I think is the closest thing of someone like trying to get into my account was I remember I got an email, like an official, I can't remember the exact context, but basically someone tried to like log into my Epic Games account and they got like locked out or something. Because I don't know if they were like trying to brute force my password or maybe it was like they tried to reset my password and like request a password reset and I was like, I didn't request this or something. I can't remember, but basically I got some email which was officially from Epic, of which it was just like something strange is happening and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just like go to the official Epic website. I didn't do it through the email because, you know, I'm a bit more savvy than that, but at the very least I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna go enable two-factor authentication and change my password and change the email associated with this account just in case anything weird goes on, because it was tied to my old Hotmail account, which I basically never use for anything. And honestly, I check back in with my old Hotmail account now and then just to see what's going on, and basically like half the emails it gets are spam emails, which for some reason Hotmail doesn't pick up through the filter. All my other accounts are like Gmail accounts now, so which honestly Gmail does pretty well at picking up spam. Not to like necessarily plug Gmail, but I mean like it's kind of like the go-to email provider nowadays, isn't it? Unless you have your own internal sort of like email service provider, right? Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say about this. Sorry, I'm talking at a million miles an hour again. Slow your roll, dear darling, slow your roll. Hold on, wait, how many days of recording do I even need to do now I think about it? I'll be gone on Friday. I'm coming back on the Saturday, I think. So technically I could get away with not recording the second Okami episode. I'm not going to do that though. I'm going to record this episode. I'm going to record one Not Talis Principle Paradise Killer episode, which honestly might be coming to an end soon. I think it will probably be maybe towards the end of the start of July, I think it might come to an end, which is a bit of a worrying thought because I need to finish 2 thumbnail arts by then. Basically, lots of drawing needs to be done. I don't have enough time in the world to do things. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. But it certainly doesn't help when you play like an entire evening of Siege. It's great for Siege though, for like getting that renown boost though. What can I say? I genuinely can't remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, password recovery. It's always very interesting. The process behind it. Certainly like when I was much younger, the easy process. You just like click password recovery, you put in like your email, and then it would just send you like, hey, here's a... Actually, to be fair, one website I used to play on ages ago is another one of those like online pet sites or like online simulator-esque sites. I don't remember what on earth it was called. I feel like it was like an anime one or something, which was introduced to me by my sister, mind you. I didn't find these at all. Like, I don't know. I guess I was like not... Well, to be fair, I was quite young, I suppose, when I was introduced to them. But it was like that sort of site where I tried to recover... Well, I recovered my password once, and then they just sent me what my password was, like, in plain text. Which, by the way, you know, if you didn't know, because you have no sort of interfacing with cybersecurity, don't do that. Don't store passwords in plain text. Definitely hash your passwords and then store them if you have to. You need to have that sort of... You need to make sure that not even you could get in. You can only verify that it's the correct password rather than actually breaking in or something. I don't actually work in cybersecurity, so I don't remember the exact details, but it's like hashing your password and save them. Never store them in plain text. That is crazy. And never send them in plain text. That's even crazier. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. So that was one interesting password recovery. But all the rest of them are just like, I mean, it's like, it's been 2 decades, I think, since I started using the internet. And it's basically been the same the entire time. You just like click the link and it goes, you want to reset your password? And you like click the link and then it goes like, type in your new password. That's your new password. You're good to go. And you log in and it's good. There have been some times where I've had to reset my password a lot for like accounts, especially where I was just like, I don't know what the password for this is. Because it's like too new, or like it's been so long since I logged into it. It wasn't like an expected password or anything like that. Maybe at some point I should start using like a Google password manager, to be perfectly honest. Like I was actually having a conversation with my friend about this yesterday, and he was like, you don't use like a password manager? And I was like, no, I don't. I just like remember most of my passwords. And he was like, that's insane. And I was like, yeah, but you know, honestly, it kind of is. It is really silly. To be perfectly honest, because I don't need to remember all my passwords if I don't need to. I mean, I guess the vibe of it of putting all your eggs in one basket feels a bit weird to me for using a password manager, despite the fact I'm pretty sure it would be more secure to use a password manager because it would have a password because then your password could be like the maximum amount of length or whatever, which just gives a ridiculous amount of combinations to even like comb through to try and guess what your password is in the first place. Rather than mine, which has to be, you know, something memorable enough that I can remember it, or I had to use it enough to memorize it, right? Again, I think it's a silly idea to try and give out like any even inclination of what my passwords could potentially be like or anything. So I'm not going to, because that is a cybersecurity risk waiting to happen. But it's just like, you know, obviously I'm only human. And I don't have the memory of a computer to remember passwords over and over and over again, so it's not surprising that probably a password manager would do it better. But I don't know, the recovery password, so it turns out it's broken on your pet, so I do need to actually open a ticket to try and get access to the side account so I can transfer these pets across, but so be it. That's not, you know, like the worst thing in the world. That's just a thing. That's a stretch. And have a bit of a yawn. But isn't it kind of interesting how password recovery is not like changed over the years? I don't know, like it doesn't expressly have to or anything like that. It's just an observation of anything where it's like, oh, I can't believe it's not changed, I suppose, over the years. It kind of feels like things on the internet change a lot and change very quickly in shorter time spans. So in fact, it's been the same this entire time, where it's just like, click the link, put your new password in, it's done. It's crazy. And even nowadays, I think the most common ways to log in probably don't even, sorry, the microphone's not even pointing at me, don't even use passwords much in a way anymore. Like, of course, you still have a password that's the backbone of a way to log into your account, but at least, you know, for like Steam, for like WhatsApp, these sort of things, you scan a QR code now to log in, and Discord as well, because it's so much easier. Like, why do I remember my password instead when I can just have like my phone as an authenticator here to be like, yes, I am this person. I mean, that's, I guess, kind of like what two-factor authentication is as well, in a certain is. Because I remember when I was much younger, and my parents would like want to check their bank statements or something like that, but when they log into a bank account, they have to have this like pin machine thing, which was, I guess, given out to every customer, where you would put your card in and then the website would give you a digit, like a combination of numbers to put in. You put it into that machine, which scans your card and that number it gives, and I guess it makes some sort of like hash and like sort of like has a function which takes these two inputs to give a determined output function as well, and then you put that back into the site and it's like, okay, yes, that's you, like maybe like some sort of checksum, I guess, hidden behind a black box of mystery. Well, now you could probably just use your phone to like log in. Like I must imagine the regulations on banks must be even tighter, because there's so many regulations we're coming to deal with. I mean, banks deal with like people's personal property and personal information. There's so many regulations when you are a bank, right, that you had to deal with because of people's privacy laws, for good reason. Because this is like really important information to someone. It could ruin lives if it gets like, you know, like leaked or like stuff like that, right? So it's interesting the fact that the banks, like at least now the banking apps I use, you can use like your fingerprint, I suppose, to log in. The fingerprint can be spoofed, of course, but I just find it fascinating, I suppose, in a sense. Sometimes the bank app will just be like, oh, okay, you know, here's a test. Can you remember your PIN number still? Just to verify it's still you. Which is interesting to think about, like, what is more you, your fingerprint or this arbitrary PIN number that you have memorized? Because I feel like most people will probably argue your fingerprint is more you, right? I don't know. I guess just because it's more of a new technology rather than like something like a PIN number with like this number encryption, large prime number encryption that we have methodology. There's probably more ways to bypass something like a fingerprint sensor somehow. Maybe there's more security vulnerabilities. I don't know. I don't develop this tech or anything like that, but it's just interesting to think about. Anyway, password reset. So I guess I've got to open a Neopets ticket to try and get my side Neopet account back. My main Neopet account is fine. Anyway, on that note, I'll round this episode off here so I can eat my grapes. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. So, oh, you know what? Socials, Discord down below. Hope we can see each other again, but I won't say until next time. Yeah, well, I guess I did just say it because I need to make a next thumbnail art. I forgot. Well, I can have another mini anecdote. Well, I remember when I used to play Habbo Hotel. Definitely I was too young to be playing Habbo Hotel. But there was always like this scam going around where it's basically like, oh, if you type your number, I mean, it's a very popular like copy pasta as well. If you type your number, it appears all as asterisk, not your number, your password. And I went, whoa, cool. And you know, it happened at some point. Someone said that to me, and I typed it, and it was like you type your password in the box, hit enter and Alt F4 at the same time, so it logs you out. So then the hacker will come in and try and like log in and do stuff. But luckily, I logged back in very quickly, then changed my password because I realized I messed up immediately. Such that they only took away a few rubber ducks on me. So yeah, don't do that. Don't fall for that scam. And I've since learned, hopefully, from it. Anyway, so I've already said the goodbye spiel already. So until next time, bye bye for now.